the weather predictions weren't right. It wasn't snowing today, it was basically raining. I guess it's not cold enough. Although further north, apparently they're getting all of the snow, like around Kelowna and stuff like that. I guess we won't see that huge winter wonderland for a bit, unless it snows like crazy during the week. It just has to be a bit colder. So for now, it's all melting away a bit. And I had much fun time today, and I obviously can't fly the drone since it's raining. I've been editing that footage, and I found one thing that's gonna be a little weird. It's kind of like, remember that footage of the beaver and stuff that I used before? Since I did a 1080p version, that kind of worked in terms of me cheating the zoom, because if you shoot something that's higher, you can essentially make it look like you're zooming into the image without a loss of quality. But if you upconvert everything to 4K, you don't have that luxury anymore, so it makes me wonder, for the effect that I did that edit before, should I blow the image up to give the same effect but it'll be a little blurrier, or should I keep it at the native 4K res even though it wasn't shot at 4K, if that makes sense? That's just one of the little obstacles I've seen for the one video clip anyways, or the ones that aren't actually shot in 4K earlier on. This makes me think again why I'm shooting even with this camera, even if I don't publish it in 4K, it's good to have that choice. There's a lesson for you all. If you're flying the drone, you're capturing footage, try to capture it as you can in the highest resolution. Of course, the drawback is you'll have to go through amples and amples amounts of hard drive space, but at least like when the time comes like this, you'll probably regret it afterwards. And speaking of hard drive deals, too bad I missed this. Anybody in the US want to buy me this? A 1 terabyte hard drive for $2.17, not including things like the handling fee yet. Holy cow, someone buy me that. I can then use the money I saved and buy like maybe like a stabilizer for the thermal camera footages and stuff. Jeez. You guys in the US got the lucky deals, I guess, this year. Actually, one thing I was thinking about for the drone footage is whether I should do something like a top 10 for the year end. But then I was thinking, how do I do that? Because I only have a few days left. I can't exactly publish it, let people see it, kind of vote on it, and then re-render everything. It'll just take too long. So I'm not sure how that would even be possible, if at all. Too bad I didn't think of this earlier, because I know even like a bunch of TV shows, for example, like sports channels, they always have these like highlights of the years, and people can just binge watch them like for the year end. So it kind of gave me the idea to do it, but I don't think there's enough time to do any kind of voting and stuff like that. So I know for sure I'll try to dump everything. Well, I will dump all of that stuff out that I've been working on individually, and maybe I'll do something like a compilation as well. We'll see. And some quick stuff I read. There was this one here. It said record-breaking hybrid drone stays aloft for over 4 hours. And I believe this one was a hybrid of electric and fuel. I don't think I would ever own a drone that was part fuel, part electric for a hobbyist anyways. I'd be inclined to only want something that's fully electric. Although it might be just as safe, I don't know, for me, just the weight of the fuel, I would imagine it would be a lot heavier as you walk up. Kind of reminds me too of these higher solutions, like a funny one of story I heard here before where they had buses that were running on something like vegetable oil or something like that, and they were so excited, it worked perfect. But as soon as the winter came around, they didn't basically anticipate it. The oil was all frozen, so they couldn't run like the bus anymore, and they were all disappointed. So I guess that's kind of the challenges of having some kind of a hybrid solution. In this case, trying to get away from things like the fuel and all that. And then I read this piece of news. It says, drone allegedly used to deliver illegal drugs in California's suburb. And apparently these people have been doing it for a while, it says. It's kind of interesting because it says here, a California couple was arrested December 21st after applying the future promise of a drone deliveries to illegal drug trafficking. It was apparently a big business for them. And it says here, the couple would allegedly fly a drone from their home to a nearby church's parking lot where customers were waiting. After receiving the drops, customers would drive by the couple's home and toss their payments onto the lawn. Police said they found illegal narcotics during their raid, including meth, LSD, laced candles, and fentanyl. Well, I guess it's nothing too crazy, like people using tech in this way, for example. It's kind of interesting for me, again, just to read the public reactions, just to see kind of where we're at, like mentality-wise with people with the tech. And there's this here, some people were joking like future consultants for Amazon. Basically a joke because they're one of the companies that are trying to promote drone deliveries and all that. But then this one here says, well, we knew this was coming. Why are we so slow to regulate? I'm like, oh, good grief. This is like those examples, I guess, where the majority thinks, for example, a regulation would necessarily stop people like this, when in reality, I don't think it will. I mean, you have to make sure that's common sense that doesn't stop, you know, regular everyday people from flying this stuff versus people like this using it for illegal means. Otherwise, you can say, I don't know, regulate a car. No one can drive a car except police officers or something like that. Like, that would be ridiculous. Everyone uses it in a different way. Kind of reminds me again how more people just need to see the tech. Even yesterday, that footage that I captured when I was doing it in front of those kids and the family, they were actually so happy about it, you can even see. And the parents actually came up to me, they're like, oh, thank you so much for sharing it with me. Like, it's the first time we've ever seen it. So in my opinion, it needs to be more of that in terms of getting stuff like that out there. All right, so quick test. Alright, you can clearly tell which car has been parked for a while, which one's just starting up and all that. Kind of funny though how here I can clearly see the snow in the thermal. You can tell which one's snow. Maybe it's just about adjusting the right temperatures, I guess, if you want to really detect things that are really cold like the snow, versus yesterday where I couldn't really see anything. Alright, let's find some stuff to edit. Alright, see you guys later.